It's been a while since I posted new content of the Ranchero on the channel. Eyes up here. So today we're going to do a little bit of an update on the car, and we're going to do a little bit of work just to kind of get back into the flow of things. So let's take a look at where we're at with the car right now. So we have the 5.3 LS in place, transmission's mounted up. Obviously we've done a little bit of work up here. I've got some relocation brackets on. Got a little bit of sheet metal in. Still need to get some of that finished up. I kind of left off where I was trying to get some seats in here, and I was putting mounting points in, but I'm not happy with the seats that I have. So I'm hoping to find some better seats. Back here are air tank mounts across here. I'm actually going to drill these rib nuts out, put the rib nuts in the air tank so that we can just run the bolts up through the bottom. Got the manifold mounted, temporary air lines, fuel cell, and these. I don't know why, but every time I push this button, I smile. Maybe we can do this together. It's super loud. I can hear that echo out in the neighborhood, so that's pretty funny. So I think what we're going to do in this video, I'm going to get the fuel cell out. I might get these horns off, and I kind of want to change this bracket up a little bit. But so what I'd like to do in this video is get most of this bare metal cleaned up and get some POR 15 on it. Just want to keep rust from getting worse. So another thing you can probably tell is we're in a different location. That's part of the reason that it's been a while since I've posted anything. And another thing is you can see old red back here. It's an 86 GMC two-wheel drive. Currently it's a 305 with a 4-speed. I've got plans to change that up. So anyway, we're gonna get to work. And if you wanna get caught up on this car and how we got here, it is on an S10 frame. So I'll put a link in the description below for the playlist to get caught up on this. Alright, so I know I said I was going to do POR 15. Don't have any. At least I don't think I do. So what I will be doing instead is using just some spray paint. This it's a satin semi-gloss black. I will be using it on bare areas. I still have some fabrication to do back here, so the POR 15 kind of gums up flap discs. So I will be cleaning up what's here. I'll probably touch up some welds on this bracket before I do anything. But we'll get a lot of this at least covered in spray paint so that I can sand it off easily to finish doing some fabrication. So we're going to be removing these rib nuts out of this bracket, and for a sample, this is a 1/4 20 rib nut that is already in there. So what I did is I grabbed a drill bit that is just slightly larger than this piece that goes down in there. I'll maybe put something on the screen here showing how these work, but there's a tool that pulls this back end up against the metal, and then it kind of swells out. So all we're doing is drilling through this top, and once we get through that, it should fall right out. My drill bits are not sharp. And try one size down. See if that helps. Okay, so I was one size too big, but dropped down a size and you saw how it just went right through. So now we're going to turn our attention to getting the rib nut into the bottom of the air tank. We're not going into the tank, just the bracket here. So what I'm doing is, since it's very close to what I already have here, I'm just going to hit it with one step and we'll see how it fits. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and drill the remaining 3 holes, and then I'll come back when we're compressing this into place. All right, it is time to install the rib nuts on this air tank. You can see I've got it threaded on here. I will post the link to a video where I'm showing this tool that was sent to me. This isn't a sales pitch, but at least you can kind of see how it works. It's really handy. This will keep me from having to put a nut on one side and a bolt on the other. I can just run the bolt in from the bottom and tighten it up, and we're good to go. So just so you can kind of see how this works, threading this nut cert on, put in the holes that I just drilled, and squeeze. And here you can see, actually I'll bring you down here in just a second once I get this off here. Or I'll bring the camera to you, bring the part to you. So here you can see how it's swollen on the flat of the metal. So now we don't have to worry about extra hardware. It's already built in. We will set this aside. Still got to do some painting on those brackets that this is going to mount to, and I got to get some hardware. So maybe by the end of this video we'll have this mounted in the back of there after we got everything touched up. Here's where we're at the moment. I've got this under some paint. I got these brackets under some paint. I think I'm going to work on getting this cleaned up a little bit, and it's not going to be perfect. I still have a lot of fabrication work to do, so I'll probably also do a little bit of welding on this to get that ready, and I'll try and get that painted as well. Here you can see I've got the airbags out. I'm going to clean up this metal, and hopefully I'll get all of the frame and maybe these wheel tubs in some black paint. Gonna try and stay away from the welds, but I'm also gonna be welding, so maybe I'll just get these all tacked up. I don't know. I'm not real sure what's going on this summer, but Satan called. He wants his heater back. Let's take a look at where we're at. Here you can see we got the bags out. I've done some cleanup on some of this other bare metal. So I'm going to get this under some paint, and again, this is just spray paint. I want to get it covered, and it's going to look better, but also it's going to be a little bit more protected than it is right now. So I'm going to go ahead and spray this down. I'm going to leave some areas bare. Let the paint dry for a little bit. We'll take a look here. Aside from those 4-link bars in the rear end, everything looks a whole lot better now covered. And like I mentioned, there are some areas that are still bare, and that's on purpose. It's 9 o'clock in the evening, and you can tell it's still pretty hot. So let's take a look at what we did get finished in this tonight. I did mention earlier that I wasn't going to put in the fuel cell and the horns, but kind of changed my mind as we were going. So really everything that's going to go back here is in here in place. The only thing left to do is decide whether I'm going to do hard lines or the soft lines, if that's what they're called. So if you have an opinion on that, I'd like to hear what that is and the pros and cons to going one way or the other. Initially I was going to do hard lines. I have the material to do it, but I just want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing. So if you want to get caught up on this car, there is a playlist in the description below, and it'll take you from the very beginning of this car where it was just basically pulled out of a field, and then I bought an S10, stripped the cab and the bed, and then worked on the frame, got it where I wanted it, and then got it under the car. So like I said, I'll have the playlist in the description below, and hopefully we'll see you on the next video.